You lie in bed, and while your body feels weary, your mind stubbornly refuses to rest. Thoughts race through your head, conversations you had hours ago, fears about tomorrow, and the things you wish you had said or left unsaid. You attempt to silence your thoughts, but the harder you try, the louder they become. You might roll over, sigh, or even reach for your phone to distract yourself. Yet, that distraction does not bring about silence. It merely pushes the noise deeper down, causing it to resurface even stronger later on. Does this sound familiar? This experience is not merely a mental issue. It is not solely anxiety or stress. From a spiritual perspective, it runs deeper and touches upon something sacred. The overthinking you experience is not a curse. It is a message, a signal, a wake-up call from your soul, indicating that something within you is shifting. Something is trying to emerge. You are not broken. You are simply becoming more aware. Most people live their lives trapped in their minds, perpetually analyzing, judging, worrying, planning, remembering. The mind is almost always preoccupied elsewhere. It is rare for anyone to be fully present, just listening, breathing, being. However, when a spiritual awakening begins, your soul starts yearning for presence. As this yearning intensifies, the volume of your thoughts increases, not as a punishment, but to capture your attention so that you can wake up to the reality beneath the surface. What you are experiencing is not chaos. It is a transition from unconscious thinking to conscious awareness. It marks a shift from being lost in thought to becoming an observer of those thoughts. That is the pivotal change. Let me ask you something. When was the last time you simply observed your thoughts without trying to alter or believe in them? Not fighting them, not feeding them, just watching. Initially, that may feel strange, but it is within this practice that you will find silence. It is not about forcing the mind to halt, but rather learning how to perceive it without being drawn in. Let us make this practical. Think back to a moment when you were about to send a text, perhaps a simple message to someone important to you. Suddenly, your mind interjects. What if I seem desperate? Should I use a different emoji? Maybe I will. Wait. Perhaps I should not say anything at all. That spiraling thought process is not wisdom. It is fear, donning a disguise. It is the mind's attempt to shield you from rejection, uncertainty, and vulnerability. The more you heed its warnings, the stronger its hold becomes. However, the instant you recognize this mental process for what it is, everything changes. You are no longer caught in the spiral. You become an observer, free from its grip, if only for a moment. Overthinking flourishes in two places, the past and the future. It feeds on regret and apprehension. Yet, your power, your true spiritual power, is consistently available right in the present moment. The mind may say, "What if this happens?" But your awareness counters with, "What is happening?" The mind fantasizes while awareness observes. The mind reacts, awareness responds. The more you dwell in awareness, the less dominion over your thoughts overthinking has. Even if overthinking still appears, it will no longer control you. One common mistake people make is to combat their thoughts, treating the mind as an adversary. However, the more you resist, the louder it becomes, much like trying to stop a river with your bare hands. The genuine transformation occurs not through resistance, but through presence and acceptance. Step back and acknowledge, there it is again. My mind is doing what it does. That is okay. I see you. this act of recognition, just that is healing. So, how do we begin to quiet the mind? How do we start? Living from our souls rather than from our survival instincts. First, return to your body. Your body is perpetually present. It exists neither in the past nor in the future. It is always right here. Right now, try this. Feel your feet on the ground. Notice your breath moving in and out through your nose. Observe your chest rising and falling. Simply focusing on your body begins to calm the mental noise and anchors you in the now. Next, question your thoughts, not with aggression, but with loving curiosity. Each time a thought arises, especially one that brings anxiety or tension, pause and ask yourself, is this true? Is it helpful? Would I still hold this belief if I felt at peace inside? Sometimes you may realize that your thoughts are merely echoes of past fears. They are not delivering truths, they are merely reiterating a narrative. Third, speak kindly to your mind. This may come as a surprise. We often treat ourselves harshly. We shout at our minds, call ourselves names, and feel shame for overthinking. What if instead you addressed your mind as you would a scared child? You might say, hey, I see that you are scared, but it is okay. I am here now. You do not need to protect me so fiercely. I am listening. This gentle approach fosters inner peace and builds trust between your awareness and your mind. The greater the trust, the quieter the mind becomes. Fourth, create intentional silence in your daily routine. This does not require you to sit alone in a dark room, doing nothing. Instead, it involves making space in your life where you are not perpetually consuming information. No scrolling through your phone, no background noise, and no multitasking. It could be a walk in nature, watching clouds, or spending 5 minutes practicing slow breathing. In that silence, you will begin to hear something deeper, the voice beneath the noise. This voice does not shout, whispers truth. The more you engage in this practice, the more you will notice something remarkable. Your overthinking may not vanish, but it will cease to hold power over you. You will still hear the thoughts, but you will no longer become entangled with them. You will feel the worries, yet remain rooted in peace. When people ask, how did you learn to silence your mind? You will respond, I did not. I simply stopped believing everything it told me. Overthinking is not a curse, it is an invitation. It represents your inner world asking for attention, healing, and presence. It serves as your soul's call to recognize that there is more to life than the noise that surrounds you. When you listen, not just with your ears, but with your heart, you will discover that the mind begins to settle, much like muddy water that clears when it is no longer disturbed. Let me pose another question. When was the last time you sat in complete stillness and allowed your mind to speak without interruption or judgment? Most individuals have never encountered such an experience, yet it is one of the most healing practices available to you. Try this. Sit in silence for 10 minutes. No phone, no music, just you. Let your thoughts flow freely. Do not interfere. Observe them as you would clouds drifting by, some dark, some light, but none of them define you. They are merely weather. You are the sky. This transformation from thought to witnessing encapsulates the essence of spiritual awakening. It is not about escaping the mind. It is about returning to the essence of your soul, the quiet presence within that remains constant regardless of life's turbulence. Here is an important truth to remember. You do not need to fix your mind to find peace. You merely need to cease identifying with it. Let us delve even deeper. Every spiritual teaching from the East to the West shares one common understanding. We are not solely the mind. Something eternal, unshakable, and deeply wise resides within us. You can call it awareness, God, or the higher self. This presence is always accessible, yet we lose touch with it when we are consumed by constant thoughts. Overthinking occurs when we forget our true identity, and silence returns when we remember it. As we come to the end of this message, I do not want to simply leave you with ideas. I want to leave you with an experience, because while words can inspire, only presence can transform. So right now, wherever you may be, pause for a moment. Close your eyes if you feel safe. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. Feel the stillness that lies beneath your thoughts. You may hear your mind chatter, but also sense the space encompassing it. That space is you. That is your true nature. Allow the thoughts to come and go. You do not need to control them. You simply need to witness them. And in that act of witnessing, you will find freedom. Remember this, your mind may be loud, but your soul is louder. Your thoughts may race, but your awareness remains still. You are not here to silence your mind through force. You are here to awaken to the reality that silence has always been present, patiently waiting. And this silence is not void. It is filled with peace, wisdom, and the authentic you. So, the next time you find yourself ensnared in the cycle of overthinking, do not fight it. Just breathe, notice, and return to yourself. Ultimately, the goal is not to escape your thoughts. The true aim is to recognize that you were never your thoughts in the first place. You are the calm beneath the storm, the sky beyond the clouds. You are the soul, and that soul has never been overwhelmed.